So let's begin. Good evening, Ms. Jem. Good evening, Ms. Lou. Thank you for joining tonight's class, our first for the month of September. Okay, so this is yoga, so we'll just move tonight however we can. And if you need to pause and stop in between, please acknowledge and honor your bodies that way. And if you need to go a little bit further because you have the strength, you have the stamina, you have the endurance tonight, then be my guest. Okay? So let's begin in your child's pose. Let's face the left side of the mat. Try to separate the knees as wide as you can. Bring your big toes to touch, please. Then slowly lower your hips down. Okay? You can also move until you're able to make that needed connection between your bums and your heels. And then just slowly stretch your arms forward until you're able to feel your stretch for now. No need to go for that maximum stretch right away. So like what I'm doing tonight, I'm just moving, finding my own rhythm. I'm lifting my chest, lifting my head, and lowering my chest and head down. If you have a block, you can always rest your forehead down here to make it easier. Okay, for now. So notice how your shoulders feel as you continuously stretch your arms forward, palms down, fingers spread apart so that you have enough grasp of the space underneath your palms. So as you continuously move your arms forward, try to bring your hips a bit lower, okay? Or a bit closer to your heels, please. So opposite forces happening here. In our first posture for tonight, Balasana, Child's. So once you're ready to settle down here, go ahead, settle down. Maybe begin to invite your breath at this point. Inhaling and then exhaling. So take your time to become comfortable there. Become comfortable in your own skin, in your own posture, in how you create that structure in your body. We are all built different, so make sure to respect and honor whatever structure you find yourselves getting into. So try to breathe in into your back muscle, into your back body, finding that length, that space. And then maybe at this point, you can just set the block aside. If you still need to use the block, go ahead. Continue using it. In your next in-breath, just lift the chest. Just walk your hands back close to your knees. Now reverse the position of your hands. Bring your fingers to point towards your knees. Then push your chest forward like you're catting cow here. So lift the chest, lift the chin, drop your shoulders down, please. And as you exhale, bring your chin to your chest, round spine as you suck the navel in. Once again, inhale. So this is your inhale. And this is your exhale. So notice what is happening in your wrist area. Maybe there's a generous stretch there, maybe not. So remember, you can always adjust the position of your hands. Last here. Come back to neutral. Adjust the hands. Now your fingers point to the sides. Just lean to the right, lean to the left. So make sure that both arms are lengthened and strengthened as you shift the weight onto one side and then reverse. So you're not bending the elbows just yet. You're making sure that your weight is supported into your wrists. Then move your body forward and back. So you're lifting the hips and pushing the hips back to your heels. Maintaining that neutral spine along the way. So working on strengthening the wrists. Now at this point, as you move your chest forward, curl the toes under, please. Move your hands a bit more forward and continue what we were doing earlier. So just a few adjustments here. Your toes are now curled under. And then point the fingers forward, hands parallel to each other. Maybe adjusting the heels now, the toes as well, as you bring your knees directly under your hips. Come back to neutral, cat and cow, inhale, and exhale. In, exhale. Okay, release your toes once again. Sit back, okay? Right arm stretches forward and up. Bend the right elbow, left hand, right elbow, and just gently, gently lower your right hand down until it reaches the middle of your upper back, your rhomboids. And just maybe you can do some side stretches along the way. So we're trying to open the shoulders here. Back to the midline, release. Switch sides, left arm reaches forward and up. Bend the left elbow. Grab a hold of your left elbow as you gently pull it closer to the midline as your hand lowers down to your rhomboids. And then again, side stretching. Back to center, release. Okay, reach your arms forward and up. Interlace the palms or the fingers, palms press away, maybe look up. Maybe you can frame your head in between, maybe not. Depending on how open your shoulders are. Mine aren't there yet. Then release. Bring your hands behind, interlace the fingers. Knuckles push down. Chest lifts, gaze up, breathe. Maybe squeeze the shoulder blades back. So creating that wide space in your pec area. Release. Now curl the toes under, okay? So make sure that your toes are pressed down, your palms are pressed down, spine is neutral, suck the knee within, please. And just gently lift your knees off the mat. We're not going to stay here for long. Maybe 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees lower down. Sit back. So that was your floating tabletop posture. It's more of gabs. It's almost like your plank, but your knees are bent. Okay. Hands down. So toes remain curled under. Lift your knees now off the mat. Maybe adjust. Push your hips back. Stretch your legs. Downward facing dog. So go ahead. Bend your knees. Bicycle your feet there. So pedal your way through your downward facing dog. Notice where you need to put attention to your down dog. Where you feel the stretch, acknowledge that as well. Where you feel the discomfort, it's also okay. So you can make the necessary adjustments. Then lower the knees down one more time. Toes touch. Sit back. Inhaling and exhaling. One more in and then exhale. Left arm, okay, crosses the front of your chest. The right arm threads under. Just open and close your wrists here. So feel that stretch in the left shoulder. And then other side. Release. Lower your hands down one more time. Pick yourselves up, downward facing dog. Now bend your knees, look to the front. Your left foot steps outside your left hand. So just have to adjust. And then right foot, okay, does the same outside your right hand. So bend your knees here first. Chest lifts. So you're like in your wide-legged squat. Then as you exhale, fold. As you slowly stretch your legs. One more time, bend your knees. Chest lifts. Okay, push the hips back. Exhale, fold one more time. So just repeat the cycle. Bend and squat. Okay, stretch and fold. Keep doing that. For now, maybe lowering the hips just a little bit more because you can. Then maybe stretching the legs fully because you can as well. Maybe your last bend here. Stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fold over your legs. Maybe your hands can reach down. And just maybe grab your opposite elbows and just swing. Feel that stretch in your lower back as you swing side to side. Just under. Bend again your knees and then just slowly come all the way up. Roll the shoulders up and back. Okay? Step your feet inside your mat. Feet parallel to each other. Breathing in. Breathing out. Inhale. Arms reach forward and up. Palms touch baby. Exhale. Fold over your legs. Uttanasana. Inhale. You can bring your hands to your shins if you want to. Ardha Uttanasana. As you exhale, fold Uttanasana. Bend your knees, right foot steps back. So you're in your lunge. Lower your right knee down. Arms reach forward and up. Exhale. Hands lower down. Pick up your back knee, please, and just stretch your left leg. Relunge your left knee, please. Step back to your downward facing dog. From your downward facing dog, shift your weight forward to your plank. Shoulders back above your wrists. Lower your knees down. Okay? Just slowly go all the way down to the floor. So hands close to your rib cage. Clip them in. Toes pressing down towards the mat. Knees lift. And slowly, slowly, just lift your chest up. Baby cobra. Lower your chest down. Push back to your child's pose. Lifting off. Your downward facing dog. Breathe in for 3. For 2. For 1. Knees bent. Look to the front. You can walk your feet forward. If you want to step, your choice. Exhale. Fold. Inhale to rise. Hands to your heart space. Hands to the sides. Okay? So we repeat. Inhale. Really stretch all the way up. And stretch as you go down. Inhale. Whenever your choice. Exhale. Bend your knees. Left foot lunges back. So set up your lunge here first before you even lower your left knee down. Arms reach forward and up as you inhale. Find that length. Exhale. Okay? Pick up your back knee and then just stretch. Front leg. Pyramid. So re-lunge your front knee. Press your palms down. Step back. Down dog. So take your time. Inhale. Roll forward plank. Knees lower down. Lower all the way down. Engage the legs. Engage the glutes. Inhale. Maybe a bit higher at this point. But your elbows are still bent. Cobra. Lower down. Child's. Down dog. Breathe in for 3. For 2. For 1. Knees bent. Step to the front or walk. Your choice. So I'm walking here. Exhale. Forward. Rise up. Urdhva-hastasana. Hands to your chest. Exhale. Tadasana. Samastiti. We continue. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. And then breathing out. Right foot once again. Steps back. Right knee lowers down. Inhale. Exhale. Okay. Lift your right knee off the mat. One more time. Stretch that front leg. Changes. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. In. Exhale. Maybe palms lower down. Fold over that front leg of yours. Make sure to feel that stretch in your back leg as well. At the chest, re-lunge at the left knee. Step back to your down dog. Shift your weight forward to your plank. You can drop your knees there or maybe lower down, push up, inhale, up dog, exhale, down dog. Breathe in for 3, for 2, for 1. Then release, your choice. Exhale. Changes here. Bend your knees, sink your hips low. Chest lifts, arms lift. For 5, 4. Try to lift your toes, spread them apart. 3, 2, 1. Hands to your heart space. Hands to the sides. Other side. Lift. Lower down as you exhale. Chest lifts. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale. Now your left foot lunges back. Lower your left knee down. Anjaneyasana. Hands down. Prepping for your pyramid. Lift the chest. Exhale. Fold. Remember 3 rounds. Inhale, chest lifts. Chest lowers down. 2 more. Find that length. Find that space as you lower down. 1 more. Then your right knee. Down dog. Plank. Vinyasa, please. Remember, your vinyasa is an option. Breathe in for 3, for 2, for 1. Knees bent. Your choice. Forward. Remember your chair. Bend your knees again. Sink the hips low. Suck the navel in. Lift your toes. Spread them apart. For 5, 4, 3. Squeeze the knees tight towards each other. 2, 1. Palms touch. Hands to your heart space. Hands down to the sides, okay? Now right foot steps all the way to the back. So you're facing the screen at this point. Now pivot the right foot. Let it face the right side of the mat or the wall. Bend your right knee. Try to widen the stance as much as you can, if you can. So as you bend the right knee, try not to cave in. Point your right knee towards the direction of the right side, almost pointing close or in direction in line with your second toe. Keep stretching that left leg. Try not to lift the outer blade of the left foot. Okay, upper body, your torso stays in the midline. Arms stretch out to the side. Warrior 2. Breathe. Stay for 5, strong, please. 3, 2, 1. Shift your weight forward. Bend your right elbow. Place it on top of your right knee. As your left arm stretches all the way to the side, try to open the chest. Side angle posture. Breathe. Stay strong. And look over or look to the direction of your fingers. Then come up slowly to your warrior 2 once again. Then slowly stretch your right leg. Okay? Shorten the stance at this point. Lean forward, Trikonasana. Ideally, you want to grab your big toe. If you can't do it right now, maybe hand on top of the ankle. Shin bone is also okay. Okay? Or just maybe without putting too much pressure onto your right leg. Okay? You just press the back of your right hand close to your leg. Your palm faces the front side of the room. Gaze up to the ceiling. Relax. Left arm reaches high. Trikonasana. Breathe. So make sure that the sides of the body are not compressed or restricted. You're finding length in those sides. Gaze down first. Slowly come up. Left hand lowers down as your right arm reaches high. Reverse. Just slowly lower left hand down. Come back to the center. Relunge your knee. Okay. Try to widen the stance once again. Release both hands down. Step back to your down dog. Breathe in for 3, for 2, for 1. Shift your weight forward to your plank. Remember your vinyasa. So we're trying to create strength in your vinyasas here. I know it can be too much sometimes. So if you need to go for less vinyasas for tonight's practice, please do so. Okay? If you need to drop your knees just for a quick rest, go ahead. Bend your knees. Walk a step to the front. Forward. Rise up. Hands to heart space. Hands to the sides. Okay, now your left foot steps all the way to the back, creating that stance, facing the front side of the room first, and then pivoting your left foot, maybe widening the stance at this point as you prepare for your warrior 2. Okay, now whenever you're ready, bend now the left knee. So the deeper you go with your bending here with your flexion, would determine or would how would I say this? Would explain whether you're able to go lower or not, because it would depend on how open your inner thighs are. Okay, so just stay wherever you are, depending on how comfortable you are in this stretch. So whenever you're ready to stretch your arms to the sides, go ahead. Make this one a sustainable posture, a strong one at that. So we have different structures. So just honor whatever your structure is at this point. Strong legs, strong core, strong arms, strong intention here. Then lean forward, slowly release your left elbow down, and go ahead, stretch, extend. Gaze towards your fingers as you slowly revolve the chest just a little bit more. Slowly come back up with control, warrior 2. And release. Stretch your left leg. Then heel to your foot, your right foot that is. A little bit closer. Narrowing the stance. Preparing for your Trikonasana. Then arms reach forward once again. Not forward rather. To the sides. Lean. And remember, grab your big toe, ankle, or just maybe what you did earlier as well. Okay, so normally, for some of us who have tightness in the hips, the idea of opening to face the front side can be quite a challenge. Now, as we reach down, our hips splay to the side. So just find a way to bring your hips back to the center. However you can, okay? You can always just bring your gaze down if that feels much more comfortable for you. Otherwise, your gaze towards the direction of your fingers. So I'm still working on my Trikonasana here. It's nice to be able to at least gaze towards the direction of my fingers at this point without hurting myself unnecessarily. Gaze down and just slowly find your way onto your reverse triangle. So the more you gaze, or rather the more you bring your fingers down, the deeper your side stretch becomes. Strong feet, strong legs to hold on to your upper body. Breathe. Come back to the midline. Remember, widen the stance once again. Relunge at the front knee. Okay, windmill your hands down to the floor. Step back to your down dog. So take time. Reset. Vinyasa, please. Breathe in for 3, for 2, for 1. Bend your knees one more time. Walk to the front. If you want to step or jump, your choice. Exhale. Inhale the rose. Hands to your heart space. Hands at the sides. Okay? Right foot lunges back once again. Face the front. Prasarita here. So try to bring your toes in. Heels play out to the side. Okay? Hands to your waist here first. So find your bearing there. Okay? Find your sense of balance. Inhale. As you exhale, fold over your legs, hands lower down. One more time. Inhale, chest lifts. Then as you exhale, maybe walk the hands a bit back, a bit to the back. Try to bend your elbows at a 90-degree angle if you can. So feel the stretch in the backs of the legs. Try to shift a little bit more forward. Okay, as if you want to fall over but not. Try not to let that happen. So how we do that, we need to strengthen your heels as we keep pressing the heels down. Inhale, chest lifts, walk the hands forward first, try to soften the knees, adjust, just let your hamstrings relax here first, give your knees a bit of bending. Come back to the center. Reset your feet, toes in, heels out. One more round of your prasarita, but in this case, we're trying to grab our big toes. These fingers, chest lifts. Then as you exhale, bend your elbows out to the sides. The crown of the head reaches down. Quads are engaged. Lift the chest, release the bind, hands down one more time, release the hamstrings. We start first on the right side. Okay, step your left foot a bit closer to your right. So make sure you have enough space. Walk the hands forward. Left leg lifts high. Okay? In line with the left hip first. Okay? If this is you tonight, stay here. You can micro bend the right knee. If you want to try to stretch your left leg all the way up to the ceiling as much as you can only, then go for that option as well. So as you do that, try to strengthen the left leg by pointing the toes. Walk the hands closer to the right foot. Standing split. If you can, right hand grabs your right ankle, fold, stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Slowly release your right hand down, find your balance, bend your right knee. Okay. Walk all the way to the front once again, and then continue walking so you can reach the left side of the mat. Bend your left knee first as you step your right foot forward. So this is your standing split. Bend your left knee, walk your hands forward first. Hip square. If you are here, so you're doing modified warrior 3, and that is okay. Okay? If this is you, stay. Otherwise, go for it. Slowly, 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 slowly. Stretch your right leg up until you just reach your edge. As you keep doing that, walk the hands back. Fold over your left leg. Stay with the hands grounded. Or maybe left hand holds onto your left ankle from behind. Breathe. Stay for 5. Power up the right leg. 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Okay. Lower the right knee down. Step your left knee back. So much hamstring stretching. So sit back here first. Recover. Check in with your bodies. Check in with your breath. How are you feeling after having done that? Remember to always respect. So it doesn't mean that you were not able to find that length in your standing split, that you were a complete failure in your practice tonight. There's no such thing. You never aim for a perfect posture anyway. That has never been the goal of the practice. It's just a tool to express or find expression in our bodies. It's just a tool to challenge our physical bodies, physical strength. And hopefully as we build that strength, we're also able to build strength in the mind, build strength in our hearts, create fortitude along the way. So once you're ready to sit back and unwind, come with me. Stretch your legs forward. So we'll continue stretching our hamstrings, but you don't have to go intense at this point. Just do whatever you can, maybe 60% or even 50%. That is okay. So like in this case, my legs are slightly stretched away from each other. I grab my big toes. If you don't want to grab any part of your legs, you just release your hands outside. So do whatever is comfortable for you. Wherever you are, chest flex. And then fold over your legs. So I'll try to bring my hands over my feet so that I have enough hold onto this posture. Inhale, chest lifts. Exhale, release. So let's just counter this fold with a back stretch. So bend your knees, please. So scoot the hips a bit more forward. Bring your hands behind, palms down, fingers pointing forwards or maybe to the sides, okay, depending on how open your shoulders are at this point. So try to separate the feet. Okay. Open the chest, squeeze shoulder blades back. Now as you breathe in, okay, thrust the hips up as you push your knees forward. Try to look towards your knees if you can. Ideally, you don't want to be able to see them, because once you do that, it means that you're really stretching your hips up to the ceiling. Okay? For 3, for 2, for 1. Put over your hips down. Just relax. We'll do it one more time. So notice how your shoulders feel as you did that reverse tabletop. Once again, set up your posture. So you can adjust your hands. You can pivot the hands so that the fingers point to the sides. If that feels much more okay. So you have to push your weight, or you have to push your hands rather towards the mat as you do that as well with your feet, so that your limbs, your hands and your feet are able to lift the hips up. Okay? Try not to sag the body because we're trying to lift. You have to have that sense of lift. Okay? So inhale, press down as your hips lift. Gaze towards the direction of your knees. If you can't see your knees anymore at this point, that's good. If you can still, that's okay. But if you can't, or you don't see your knees anymore, maybe gaze up to the ceiling. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Okay, relax the shoulders. Shake, shake, shake. Up. Then your knees, put the hips towards the center of your mat. And just slowly, slowly lower the backs down. Hug your knees. Massage, massage. Let's open the hips here. Lower your foot down. Come to your figure 4. Okay. Inhale. And as you exhale, just lower both knees down. Make sure that both shoulders are pressed down as well. These are the left side, if you can. Relax. Come back to the center. Good. Try to bring your knees close to each other. Scoop the hips to the right. And then lower both knees to the left. So if you're lifting your right shoulder there, maybe you need to adjust the hips. Adjust the left side of your shoulder. And just lower the right shoulder down for a much more comfortable stance here. Breathe in through the stretch, through the twist. And slowly, step your hips to the midline as you release the right foot down. Figure 4, left side. Hug your left knee first so that you have enough support as you enter into your figure 4. So you don't want to immediately, okay? Especially if you're not that open, not that flexible. You want to carefully externally rotate into your posture. So scoot the hips to the right so that you have enough space as you lower both knees down to the left. Slowly come back to the center as you readjust your hips, your legs. Slide your left foot down so your knees are almost together. Hips to the left at this point. And then bring your knees to the right. Whenever you're ready, release everything back to the center. Knees come close to your chest one more time. Maybe massage the lower back. And then just slowly release your legs forward. Try to go for a wider stance. Release your feet out to the sides. Arms stretched as well. Palms face up. Falling out breaths here. Inhale through the nose. Through the mouth as you exhale. 2 more on your own. So slowly try to arrive there. Try to find ease in this posture. As you slowly release tension down, away from your body. Let it melt down. Let it go away. As you slowly find your own space and rhythm here in your Shavasana. Stay there, relax, find comfort here. I'll wake you up once we're done. So imagine or visualize yourselves staring at your bodies here, and your bodies tonight. So notice what part of your body needs to be relaxed just a little bit more, needs to soften a bit. Maybe the shoulders are all hyped up. Try to drop them down. Maybe the facial muscles are all crunched together. So maybe relax them as well. Maybe the back of the neck is not fully resting. So try bringing your chin in a way closer to your chest. Maybe the hips need to be adjusted as well until they find a proper positioning, so you can relax your back just a little bit more. So as your bodies come into a state of relaxation, state of calm. Try to invite calmness as well into your minds, into your hearts as well. So you are in a safe space. You are in a place where you can be yourselves. You don't have to pretend you are somebody else. You don't have to put on a face. You're here, fully accepted, no judgment. Try to relish the space that you yourself have created tonight. And whenever you feel that you have gone astray from this particular haven of yours, know that you can always return home. You can always come back to this particular safe place. Whenever you feel tired, whenever you feel unworthy, whenever you feel stressed, know that you have the power to create a safe space for yourself. Something that is truly yours, something that is your own. And nobody can take that away from you. Keep on breathing. If your mind wanders off, invite it back. Let it stay here in the now. Don't let it go away. At least not just yet. And slowly come back to the spaces around you. Try to gently move your feet, your legs, your hips, your arms, shoulders, your neck. And just give yourselves a long stretch, maybe something deep, something that is relaxed at the same time. And hug your knees one last time. Hands around knees. Release your body to the side. And then find yourselves up in a seated posture. Maybe Vajrasana, like what I'm doing. An assisted Vajrasana, or just a seated, cross-legged seated posture will do. Breathing in and breathing out. Hands your heart space. Sealing the practice with one sound of Om. Exhale all the air out. Inhale for Om. Thank you for stretching your way through the practice this evening. Thank you for finding your strength, tapping on them. And hopefully that strength is with you or stays with you even after your practice is done. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Peace, peace, and peace. Namaste. Thank you, Ms. Jam. Thank you, Ms. Lu. Hope to see you guys again. Same time, same place. Bye-bye.